Hey guys, it's Nick. We went today and we all went to the auction and we bought some more goats, and I figured I'd do a little short video and show you guys our new members of the farm. Let's go see if we can't find them. There's one of them. And there's two. Both of them is our new ones. And that one. All three of them are new. And that little one, that's a little boy, little billy goat. And that black one in the very back right there is a little billy goat. These two are females. Them are all the ones what we got today. I came out here a little bit ago and I put a big water out for them because they was drinking a lot of water. There's our old ones. Well, we haven't had them that long. And the dang chickens won't leave the block alone for the goats, because apparently they really like them. But we're trying to get our herd up. There's the water I fixed for them. That little billy goat back there. He is so small, but he's so awesome. Well, that's our new members. I figured we could walk down here and I'll show you guys the creek. Here shortly, when I get the tractor running. All this back here, the driveway's right here. I'm gonna put a fence all the way down this 4-wheeler trail and make it where all the goats stay over here. All this, I'm gonna put a fence all the way around it, and I figure like it's gonna be like, 3 acres, big pen at least. But I'll run a fence all the way down this. When I get the tractor, I'll clear all this out all the way down this to the creek, the first little creek of ours. There's a little bitty little creek. Well, it gets up pretty good when it rains pretty good. And it's right down here. And there's the little creek. It don't look like nothing right now. It's dried up. But all this, it's just a little bitty tiny creek what runs right down there. But I'm gonna take the fence and I'll probably come to right here and start clearing straight that way, and it will go all the way up to the driveway. Then it will wrap all the way back around to the houses and then come all the way down the 4-wheeler trail and then go back that way. And that's what I'm gonna be doing here pretty quick. Hopefully I get the tractor running. And before we ran, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there, that's a extension cord, what we got ran all the way across the little creek, all the way up to the house, all the way down here to run the electric pump. But before we had the extension cord down here, we had this little generator that ran it. But we ran a cord, there it is, and that runs all the way to the house, all the way down here. And there's the black hose, our water hose, what we have ran all the way to the house too. Here's the little electric pump we got. Little Harbor Freight. Little pump. Little electric pump. And the cord goes that way all the way to the house. The cord goes, or the pipe goes down here to the creek. I need to come down here and spray again because it's starting to get thick grass and stuff. I don't know how well pictures goes, but you can straight see, it's so clear you can see the rocks on the bottom. And right here, that's probably about 3-4 foot deep all through here, and you can see the rocks on the bottom. So that just tells you how clear and clean this water is, because it's like constantly running. There's a big old hole, beautiful waterfall over here. Well, that hose just comes down here. We got a net around where it sucks at, and we just suck out of this creek up to the house, and we just use that for showers and dishes and watering the animals. We don't drink it, but I don't see why you couldn't, but I wouldn't. I'm gonna put a swing out here for the kids, and the kids love it out here. But it is so beautiful out here. You can see all the rocks and the slabs down in this creek, because it's so clear, so calm. You see all them rocks. That's like 5 foot right here. And right here, all this deep area here, all this area, that's over my head. All this is pretty deep. See on the other side, the big rocks, that's cool. But that is the creek. I love coming down here and just sitting when it's summer, watching the kids swim and just relax. So quiet up here. But that is it. I don't really got very much stuff going on right now. Waiting on the valve to come in, the hydraulic valve to come in for the tractor where I can get that up and running. Oh yeah, I'll tell you guys about this. This over here, what you see sticking out of the ground here, well, it's not in the ground. It's laying on top. It ain't working right now, but when we first moved up here, it's called a hammer pump. If you guys don't know what is a hammer pump, what it is, let me get over here where you guys can see it a little bit better. There's a check valve here. This pipe runs all the way up this creek. All the way up there. And this check valve here, water comes down and it makes this check valve pop open and close. And it just goes open, close, open, close. Comes through here, and this is a volume tank, I guess. Builds pressure, and by just the water pressure coming down, it starts popping this, and it builds pressure here, and then you can pump uphill. And we was running that for a while, and it was pumping water from here out of that hose right there all the way up this creek and all the way back to the house. But it was only getting to where the shop is, where the tractor's parked. So one that big enough, or one that I guess not enough of a stream down, pressure coming down, it wasn't enough to put it all the way to the tanks. But we went up here for a couple months and this creek went dry. So the hammer pumps does not work right now because there's no water here. But when the water comes back, I'll get it running and I'll show you guys it running, and I'll show you guys it. It's pretty nifty. We ran it all the way up here. Oh, I even cut a piece off. I'm gonna have to add back onto it to get it running, but we wanted it in the big creek next time. We built this little dam here. Don't look like much, but this all gets flooded. It's like a big hole. We have that little screen there with the pipe in it, and it went through, and that was connected to the pipe down there, but I cut it just the other day because I needed the pipe. But it worked pretty good, but it just wasn't enough for what we needed. So we went with electric pump and ran a cord all the way down here. But I guess that's about it, guys. I guess I'll talk to you guys next time.